If it bleeds, it leads. Have to be clear. Kick 'em when they're up, kick 'em when they're down. Kick 'em when they're up, kick 'em when they're down. Night crawlers. Network. How many times have you been told what the media is? The mainstream mass media. Media, the intermediary, the medium, the middleman. Like the priest is the middleman between you and God. The minister, the priest, the rabbi. The bleach blonde comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with the gleam in her eye. It's interesting when people die. Give us dirty laundry. Is the head dead yet? You know the boys in the newsroom got a running bet. Get the widow on the set. We need dirty laundry. Where'd the widow go? Get her on the set. We need dirty laundry. We need dirty news, dirty stories. We need blood. If it bleeds, it leads. Frank Underwood, Claire Underwood. Those are the picture. Those two. That's the picture of your leaders, America. Corporate whores. Actors. Bad actors. They've been delegitimizing the White House since they took out JFK. They've been deliberately selecting clowns to delegitimize that office, to delegitimize this nation and its people. Their operation is controlled demolition of America and of all nation states in favor of the great single nation state, the one government, the one autocratic, totalitarian dictatorship of planet Earth, ruled by technocrats, bureaucrats, functionaries, yes men, slaves, mind slaves. You don't really need to find out what's going on. You don't really need to know us. You don't really want to know just how far it's gone. Just leave well enough alone. Eat your dirty laundry. Eat your feed, your news feed from the Fed, the Federal Reserve, the the bankster gangsters that rule. Kick the money down. That's it. It's abuse. It's a system of abuse. Ritual abuse. Television has the same gematria value as human sacrifice. 130. 13 plus a 0. There it is. The Federal Reserve. Not part of the federal government. Above the federal government. Owning and controlling and operating the federal government like a predatorial bird of prey, an eagle with two wings, the left wing and the right wing. The Democrat, the Republican, the blue, the red. With the one bird that's shitting on all of us. I'm not on either one of those wings. I'm not on any of that bird. I'm out of that bird. I'm off of it. Got a dirty little fingers in everybody's pies. Love to cut you down to size. We love dirty laundry. Not clean laundry, not good stories, not good news, dirty news. We can do the innuendo. We can dance and sing. When it's said and done, we haven't told you a thing. We all know that crap is king. It's not baseball, it's America's pastime. It's not football. It's shopping. It's consuming. Consumption. Consumption. It's your dis-ease, your addiction. That's why you keep eating dirty laundry, America. Keep believing this horse shit they're selling you. Absolute fucking divisive dog shit. Deliberately divisive dog shit. To get you to march off to your fucking doom. World War III? Nah, it's not gonna be World War III. It's gonna be World War end of the fucking world. As you know it. It is already the end of the world as we know it. What do you think that threshold that they just crossed called the coronavirus was all about? What do you think 9/11/2001, 19 years before 2020 was all about? Do the math. It's a simple matter of arithmetic, a rhythm tick. Kick 'em when they're down. Kick 'em when they're up. Kick 'em when they're... And AAA is triple aleph, triple alpha. Turn it upside down and you'll see it's the head of the Red Bull that gives you wings, Saturn. The three heads, the Trinity, the triplicity. There's the ring of Saturn, and there's the three alephs, the three oxen. Those are the horns. Those two legs on the A are the horns. And then the head is here. It's the Red Bull, like the Chicago Bulls symbolism. The bullshit is the system that doesn't show you the symbolism, teaches you merely how to read from left to right, how to scan, and how to be a repeater. Not to retain and carry wisdom and knowledge, real knowledge, but to just be like a computer, to just spit out facts and do what you're told, to be obedient. It's all programming you to be obedient. That's what K through 12 is. It's programming you to gradually make the grade, to rise up to 12 o'clock that's an artificial 12 o'clock, because the natural way to do that is through inner discipline, being a disciple, through meditation, through being one, an individual, an undivided one that has no separation, has not been severed from the entirety or the holy whole, but is one. Universal. One mind there is, but under it two principles contend, compete, the dark and the light. And at the end, victory is the light of the one awards victory to the light. You can't go into a room full of darkness. I mean, a room full of light. A beautiful room filled with light and love and kindness and joy and honesty and care, and bring a tiny little piece of darkness, lies, and hatred, and that will not do anything to that light. Whereas, reverse the equation, you go into a dark-filled room of hatred and lies and contempt and malice and confusion, you bring a tiny spark of light. Just the tiniest spark will obliterate that darkness immediately. Light is victory, darkness is defeat. Light is love, darkness is hatred, contempt, malice. Beneficence is light, not mellifluousness, because that's good. Darkness is malevolence. And I'm not talking about literal darkness and light, of course, because there is no literal with language, with literary. It's not literal, it's symbolic. Language itself is a sign or a signal for what it's referring to, which is beyond it. This was from almost 10 years ago now. If it ever plays.
And we've got the bubble-headed leash blonde comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with a gleam in her eye. It's interesting when people die. Give us dirty laundry.
That didn't play well at all. Let's try that again. Let me show you.
And we've got the bubble-headed leash blonde comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with a gleam in her eye. It's interesting when people die. Give us dirty laundry.
Who the hell was that guy in that 11-second video?
And we've got the bubble-headed leash blonde
comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with a gleam in her eye. It's interesting when people die.
Give us dirty laundry.
Price of participation may vary. Limited time offers only as directed. See store for details. US only. Terms may apply. No one cares. Price of participation may vary. Limited time offers only as directed. Blah 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 blah. Corpsoration, dead speech. That's what all the fine print disclaimer shit that you've lived with your whole life is about. It's corpsorate language. It's not living language. It's dead speech. Corpsorate, incorporated. It's bullshit. Taurus is in your throat and in the back of your brain, the cerebellum or the cerebellum, the big bulge of the bull in the back, from where all language is blown out from the throat, as a blessing when it's truth and love being told, and as a cursive, when it's lies, when it's deception, when it's distortion, when it's confusion. Neuter. That pen right there is nothing. Getting a call coming in from a scam likely. Can't tell you how many of those come in. That pen right there is 0. It's neutral, it's nothing. Do you see it doing anything? Is it directing its potential, its potency for either positive or negative? No, it's not. When you pick it up and you either write, I'll show you very easily here how it goes from being neutral to positive or negative. Positive would be writing this word, or I'll do it not in all caps because all caps is fucking corporate. And then that would be its positive potency, potential, and here would be its negative. If it wrote hat red or hatred, that's it. It's like a knife or a gun or anything else that you can poke with. It's good if it's helping, if it's kind, if it's loving, it's positive. It's negative if it's malicious and full of hatred. Ask yourself, what is the energy and the vibration of what's coming through the medium or the media of the mainstream? Is it beneficent or maleficent? Ask yourself that. That's what you should be asking. It's not whether just not this fact checker bullshit. It's the vibration of it. It's the frequency. It's the energy of it. And obviously it's a contemptuous energy that's coming through mainstream media. Obviously. That's not a question. It's not a debate. It's a plain as old day, right in your face truth. That's what we're dealing with. Truth and lies. Love and hate. Good and evil. As soon as you're born, they make you feel small by giving you no time instead of it all. Till the pain is so big you feel nothing at all. A working class hero is something to be. 815, Hiroshima. Any other nation, state in the world ever done that? Dropped a nuke on innocent civilians other than the United States of America Incorporated? Understand this too, I'm the spirit of 76. I was born in that year right next to the painting, which is housed in Abbott Hall in Marblehead. Yeah, I was born in the city of Lynn, the city of sin. Grew up in Swampscott, right next to Marblehead with the spirit of 76. The first 10 amendments to the Constitution are called the Bill of Rights. And the first one is speech. They're all important. The fourth one, the right to bear arms, very important. But the first, speech, why do you think speech in assembly is the first? Because it's the most important. It is the most important. The ability to say what's right and what's true, plainly, without fear of, what would be the word? Whatever word, of retaliation or, anything else, the ability to speak, and even it doesn't even have to be, obviously the First Amendment is not just protecting truth-telling, it's protecting any kind of speech, because speech is just speech, sticks and stones. Whatever happened to that? Nothing happened to it. It's just that this bozo world of amnesia has taken hold, where sticks and stones may break my bones and words could never hurt me has been forgotten. Oh yeah, you can, words can sting, sure. There can be insults, but if you've done the work to get to a place where you're good. Fuck, Arizona's calling me now. You know you're good. The state of Arizona. I don't know anyone named Arizona. That might be a good name for somebody. For a kid. Maybe not. So, let's move into this next song here. Yeah, if you have a sense of dignity and you're grounded and you're self-aware, your identity and your inner compass, your moral compass is all straight and everything. And if you're self-governing, you're autonomous, you know the difference between right and wrong behavior, then someone insulting you verbally is not going to phase you. You're going to be like, that, what the fuck's wrong with that person? It's not a threat to you. It's a threat to you if that person then goes beyond verbal insulting and starts physically attacking you or threatening you. That's a different story. This is the distinctions. We got to go back to take this ridiculous clown show world back to kindergarten level here with the discussion with what's going on. Go back to the basics, the foundations, the cornerstone, the building blocks. So it's all been shattered apart. The foundations have been, the building's been blown up. Foundation is gone. Everything's gone. We have to rebuild. No, and we have to do our own great reset now, not the World Economic Forum's bullshit great reset of it's just will ensure and enable the same little club, big club, whatever you want to call it, George Carlin's the big club that we're not in, the owners, to rule indefinitely with a virtual AI prison. And with a population reduced down 90% to 500 million as their goal states clearly in the Georgia Guidestones. They live. It's not conspiracy theory. Never was. There's a there's a group of elites that called the ruling class, which conspires, breathes together and works together, coordinates to rule and to keep their position of rulership, to maintain their rulership, their dynasty, their dynasty, and their massive dynamic, their control grid, their power structure, interlinked, yet monolithic nonetheless, one out of many, e pluribus unum. Is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. It is, I repeat, that's Krishnamurti. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Profoundly sick is this society, association that we are all in. Deeply mentally and emotionally and spiritually sick. And the only way to come to health ever has been through recognizing that there is a sickness. You can't get better if you don't admit and know that you're sick. And society as a whole, all around the world, is sick because it's a society of adults who are pretending to be little children who need to be ruled or governed, who can't govern themselves, who are incompetent, who believe that they need him on that line, Colonel Jessup, the military on that line, hiding the truth, obscuring the truth from the little children, protecting them from truth. You can't handle the truth. And we're going to Shambhala nonetheless.